I want to explain something in the video. That's Rupert Lowe, okay? He's trying to establish like concrete facts from the civil service that are taking complete advantage of our system at the moment, and he's trying to find out what's going on. That's my MP there, okay? Watch her just snigger and laugh while he's like trying to find out.
When things get too complex, it ends up being a big deal. Forget all the papers and the structures and the plans.
What,
It
just
ends up
sniggering
being
and
a big deal
laughing?
between the
That's what she
regulator and
thinks
the
of our
private sector.
country.
It
Civil
just
service
inevitably
taking
does.
advantage of
So
us.
I'm just worried that with all this mess, now is not the time to have an uncertain situation. I think you were due to have this report out, was it in September? And you're hoping to have this structure out in January. Is that was January? I mean, when are we going to see it?
The white paper.
I've seen there's a white paper, but when are we actually going to have a firm structure so everybody knows what's happening? I think that the Ofwat is dysfunctional. I think the DEFRA is dysfunctional. I think the Environment Agency is dysfunctional. I don't know about the Drinking Water Inspectorate. So put them all together, you end up with one big mess if you're not careful. So I think we want to know that the consumer is being looked after here, and that the private sector isn't going to further take a...
Like, she's my MP, and she's ignored a lot of corruption in Thames Valley Police about kids being raped by Thames Valley police officers, and the grooming gangs, the corruption, the stitch up of innocent people, and she is just laughing. It's just so insulting, and it's her own behaviour, no one else's.
Advantage of what I think is a mismatch in capabilities.
Just laughing.
Like,
why aren't you asking serious questions yourself?
And Sir John Cunliffe had a long, hard look at this, and you'll have seen his report published summer last year. He did recommend we need a regulator with a different set of capabilities and move to a different model of regulation with a much stronger focus on supervisory.
But when are we actually going to know what the structure is and who's going to populate that structure? When are we going to know that?
So we're intending to set out that level of detail in the transition plan in the next couple of months.
And then we can judge whether they're up to the job.
Obviously, what comes next is legislation, and I can't preempt the King's speech, but to do this well, and the scale of reform we're talking about, you need primary...
How can you just ignore the agreement gangs and little girls being raped and she says nothing?